So from the Bucks County Curling Club in Warminster, Pennsylvania, a very pleasant good morning and welcome to the 2020 GNCC Senior Mixed Championship. Right now, we have on the ice Philadelphia Curling Club, Ian Alexander, Joe Hess, Rich Hess, and Lee Alexander, their team Rocktopusy, against Bob Kleinrath from Cape Cod. They're four of a kind. They're all wearing matching shirts. You'll get the joke. Bob Kleinrath, Andrea Woods, John Woods, and Barbara Sheeran. It is Philadelphia throwing the red stones, and Philadelphia does not have hammer, so that advantage will belong to Cape Cod. This is a third event game, so this is an elimination match. The losers will leave with only fine memories. So on sheet A, we have an all-Philadelphia matchup. Alan Mary and his team throwing red stones against Rosemary throwing the blue stones. That's a game in the third event also. On sheet C, we have Bucks County Stayer. They'll be throwing blue against Bucks County Laufer. They'll be throwing red. And over on sheet D, I spy myself a Giuseppe. Trying to figure out the exact teams here going through the draw. Sorry, guys. We have Nutmeg, Giuseppe Russo. They're throwing Redstones. And they're against Cape Cod. Luciferian. And that's also a second event game. So that sets up the games that we have. And we're here to bring you all that action. And joining me back again in the booth, straight off the ice, is Chris Mahoney. Good morning, Chris. Oh, hold on. Good morning, Chris.
There you go. Now the people at home can suffer through my dulcet tones.
With a fresh Bloody Mary, I see.
Indeed.
I'm still on my first, but to the
first of the day.
First of the day.
Well, you know, I took the criticism from the viewers at home on the first broadcast. They didn't appreciate the sound of an empty glass, so we do nothing except for our fans, obviously.
Our fans do pay our salaries.
Don't tell them that. They might stop paying.
I'm waiting for them to start.
That's true, too.
So we have 6 other viewers, so we're over our house minimum of 5 for commentary.
Oh, good. And we will try and provide you the best commentary we know how, which is still probably the worst commentary you're going to hear today.
I missed you, buddy. Thanks for coming in.
Always happy to help. Or hinder, whichever.
Be curious to see how the speed holds up. Ice temperature is about 25 degrees right now. The issue is that the outside humidity is extremely high. And with a lot of people arriving and going in and out, the ice shed humidity is going to creep up just a little bit. So we're trying to do everything we can to mitigate frost here.
The short answer is be nice to your ice guys. They're trying real hard.
We really are.
And by them, I mean us. Well, and others.
And others.
And others. It is a whole crew.
It is.
Takes a village or a hamlet or a township or whatever your preferred living arrangement is.
Yep, and that village called. They're missing their idiot.
Yep. And we seem to have a surplus, so.
So here comes Joe Hess.
Is this she guarding or coming down, or I missed the call?
It looks like she's coming on down to it. She's one half of the pot smoking hippies.
I think she was a little lighter than she wanted to be, or a little outside. But Rich and Lee are doing their best to drag it.
They get it as far as a 2 guard.
Yep.
I'll be interested by the third end to see what kind of times we get.
Hey, we have a fan. Did you just wave at the computer? I don't think they can see you.
I did.
All right, fair enough.
Well, you know what? As Nancy GVDH would say, the clock never lies. And just timed on 14A, about 15 flat with some sweeping to the top of the 8. So we're still hanging in there.
That's pretty good.
It's still pretty darn quick.
Yeah.
Especially for first end speed.
But it's a long day. Can't rest on our laurels.
Oh, no. We're poised to tackle anybody who opens an outside door right now.
Absolutely.
Well, we're not. We have people for that.
Yeah, no, obviously. I don't want to sprain his shoulder. That'd be awful.
That would hurt.
Yeah, no, nobody needs me lying on top of them. Well, never mind. Do it to myself.
You dug that one pretty deep.
Yeah. So how about that curling? Huh?
Yeah, curling. That's that game with the stones, the screaming and the yelling, right?
That's a thing. These games are, first ends are going pretty quick. Skips aren't messing around. All right, so Ian Alexander's rock is away, and the sweepers think, gosh darn it, this is not going to go far enough.
They do sit 1.
I think they're just trying to drag for a guard.
I think they sit 1. That's really close.
I think it's pretty clearly that, whatchamacallit, Philly's sitting 1. Oh, he did not even get it over the hog line.
Oh, that's unfortunate. We got waved back.
He waved back.
Thank you, Ryan.
But at least he used a picture so you could see it.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe he waved at his computer too. I don't know. I'm not there.
In my youth, I sent all my pictures to Captain Noah.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, that's a local 80s Philly TV reference.
Well, being from Central Jersey, I don't really get a lot of the Philly references.
No such place.
Yeah. We had our own TV guide. How many times do I have to tell you people this?
Captain Noah and His Magical Ark was a television program on WPVI from 1967 to 1994.
Wow, that's a hell of a run.
And one of the highlights, a regular feature on the show, they would solicit the children in the area to send in all their drawings and literally send their pictures to dear old Captain Noah. And they had the whole little song, Captain Noah and Mrs. Noah.
I just get concerned when people use the term solicit and children in the same sentence.
Well, it was a different time.
Yeah, I'm sure it was.
It was composed by Larry Ferrari, who had his organ show just before that.
You can't, no. You can't have an organ show for children.
Well, no, Larry Ferrari played his organ on TV.
I'm sure he did.
It was an hour of Larry Ferrari playing his organ.
New topic.
I'll give you a topic. The Civil War was in no way civil. Discuss.
Let's have some coffee talk.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Coffee talk.
The number's 555-4444. You know, it's just coffee talk, no big whoop.
I think it's official. I'm a horrible human being.
I was making perfectly innocuous comments.
No, I know. And I just couldn't. That's all I had. I couldn't go anywhere else. I'm telling you, I'm broken. All right, Ian. Oh, there we go. Trying to draw in the other way. I like this, actually, trying to put a second rock in the house. Because if you miss the guard, you give him a short run for 3.
I agree. Oh, yes, that's right. There's curling occurring.
Yes. That's what we're supposed to be talking about. Not Captain Noah and his ark.
Or Larry Ferrari and his organ.
Exactly. Oh, that one's just hanging out there.
Yeah, it just has too much mustard. You know, classic over adjustment here.
Yeah, I mean, the good news is I think... Oh, no, you could probably stuff that for 3, actually, right in the crotch there. Yeah. If you just kind of catch that one just a little on the inside.
Yep.
Both those reds go away, and You get 3. I don't know. Not that kind of ice. Maybe he's just playing for 2. What is this now? Oh, Larry Ferrari from 1982. Looks like a weird dating video kind of thing. That's a bit of a hanger outside.
Caught a hanger, Sarge.
Yeah, I don't think that's really going to help him too much. I think he's just going to get his... actually, I think he's going to give up the steal to Ian, is what I think is going to happen. Let's see what the Vices agree with me.
That was the worst hairpiece in history, too.
He kind of looks like Jamie Farr from MASH.
That's kind of accurate.
Yeah.
And he would actually appear in the Bosca's Thanksgiving Day parade. They'd have him on a float.
Was he playing his organ on the float?
Yes, they put his organ right on the float, and he played it.
Well, that's good. I guess if that's what you're known for, that's really all you can do on the float.
They had a candelabra on there, too.
This is very...
It's odd.
Yeah.
WPVI had some interesting programming. Then it was followed up with Visions with Vertinodum. Not to be confused with Primetime Live.
It sounds like Deion Sanders had his own TV show.
They all had their own little theme songs.
Actually, wait, wasn't Deion Sanders on that sports cartoon? Wasn't it him, Michael Jordan, and, or no, Bo Jackson? Wait. It wasn't Deion. It was Bo Jackson, Michael Jordan, and somebody else.
Yeah.
Yeah, that cartoon. They're like solved crimes or something as sports heroes. Anyway.
If anybody knows what we're talking about,
please feel free to write in at home. In the meantime, the scores going across the board, we have over on sheet D. That's Nutmeg Russo is red. They're up the Lusitanians from Cape Cod 2-0 after 1.
That's the Luciferians. Lusitania, unfortunately, had a...
that sunk, yes, no, I'm well aware. Well, if they don't start scoring, they might follow it. Over on sheet C, Steyer from Bucks is playing Laufer from Bucks, and Steyer is up 3-0.
Both of those teams were willing to just flip a coin and drink.
Yeah. So now they're just going to curl and drink. And then over on sheet A, they're inconsiderate and haven't hung the first end yet. But that's Philly on Philly action, Mary and Morgan.
I saw our fearless leader the other day, and he just said, vodka. The answer is vodka.
That is often the answer.
And it is now.
It is. I hope to God he does not listen to this broadcast.
With that, we lose a viewer.
I'm surprised we haven't lost the other 8. All right, well, Ian put up his center line guard.
All right, so now Bob's going to call.
He's calling the guard for the rock that he's already got in the house, which is good. It's much easier to draw behind if you put the one in the house first and then put the guard up in front of it.
It's a common strategy in mixed doubles because you can't take out anything.
That's true.
Often when a team has a power play, one of the first things you do is actually, you're tempted to draw down to the stone that's in there because you set one off to the side, but the other thing you can do is just split the house, and there's nothing they can do about it.
Yep, you're already playing for 2 right there.
And then if you get lucky, you can make a 3, but you get a 2-banger right off the get-go.
All right, we're going to get a draw behind from Rich here on sheet B.
Yeah, Rich Hess, member of both Philadelphia and Bucks, girls primarily in Philadelphia, joins us usually on Sunday mornings.
Actually, all of these people are members at Philly and Bucks.
On, yes, on the Alexander rink, absolutely.
Yep.
Is Lee active right now?
I know this session she's curling on Wednesday nights.
Okay, so then yes.
I don't know last session if she curled here or not.
So we're setting one of the 4 foot for Philadelphia. Rich Hess looking to draw another one in. That's going to serve to be a guard, but going to be pretty good for Philadelphia here. You're not going to hate that. So now Bob has to make something happen here. They're teed up that if you hit a good nose, you're going to take out the one in the house. It's not likely to jam, so it's about as easy of a run double as you're ever going to get. And they're on it. It's going to be really close. Here we go. You hit the first, you run it back, and you split it off, and oh, it jams. So that part about me saying it wasn't unlikely to jam, yeah, disregard. Ian Alexander's still sitting one now, but it's well exposed, so kind of ask Vice Skip Joe Hess to draw underneath the cover.
Well, it's got plenty of room. The question is the weight.
That was a good shot at the run back by Cape Cod. It just was unfortunate to jam. It was going to be close, but well, it's going to be a little short of the house. Bob's going to use that cover and draw under himself.
Sounds like a good idea to me. Well, they finally hung the score over there on sheet A, and Rosemary took 2 on Allen in the first.
Rosemary. I don't think that there is a curler in this ice shed who hasn't lost to Rosemary.
I haven't.
Give it time.
I've never played her.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. It's not like I've beaten her.
That's the only reason why you haven't.
Actually, that's not true. Maybe it's possible that Pat Jolly hasn't because she's usually on her team.
Hey, you got to figure the Bills League, they mix it up at some point.
Yeah, good point.
Good Rosie story. I had we were playing a Monday morning league, and the teams were arranging. Rosemary was my vice, and that felt really kind of uncomfortable because I put the broom down like, do you think this is okay?
It's like, do you just want to call all the shots from Vice?
Well, then Rosie threw a shot and she missed, and I'm like, just float it out just a little bit outside. just a little. She's like, I missed.
You're like, yes, ma'am. Whatever you say.
Skip the sugar coating.
Yeah. Well, sometimes it's easier if you're just in black and white. I
Like
either made it or I missed it.
I freaking missed.
No, I think we're going for the tap here.
Yeah, they're going to have to hustle.
No, I mean, they're holding it out. They might actually draw around down to that back one.
I think they will if they can.
They're getting right by that guard.
And that's a lovely shot.
If they can get a little roll inside, that'd be almost, there you go. Great job.
It's not bad at all.
No. Just how they drew it up, possibly. Hey, we're up to 12 other people. Hello out there in internet land.
Watching on the interwebs.
Sometimes it's tough to see through that series of tubes, but it usually works.
They're going fiber optics nowadays.
Oh. Well, it's easier to get all the pictures of people, you know.
All right, so now Ian Alexander is going to try to duplicate that shot. Ian, the current president of the Philadelphia Curling Club.
Well, he's a little tighter on the line, that's for sure.
Yeah, this is going to have to go.
They're really going to have to sweep hard. I think he's just going to crash.
It is indeed in the guard. Now, how's it going to wiki-whack?
Just into the middle.
All right, opens up a little bit, so they're going to have to throw a I kind of like tapping it up and leaving a guard.
I personally would like tapping it up and leaving the guard.
Do you concur?
I do.
I concur.
I do concur. Yeah, I like a nice top 8 to maybe top 4. Just kind of either on the nose or just the touch outside of it.
And that is the call indicated.
I'm not sure if that's better or worse for them that they agree with us, but they're trying. Wow. That was a great shot you couldn't see.
A great shot in sheet C you couldn't see. All right, so here comes Bob.
What about Bob? Exactly. Well, he's going to get the tap. The question is just how far.
Yeah, I don't know if it has enough steam. As long as it nibbles.
No.
Oh, it doesn't even nibble the tip.
No, not even. It's just kind of staring politely from 2 inches away.
Right now, the Continental Cup is on TSN, ESPN 3.
Huh? The Chiseler is playing whatever Nicholas Sedin's fun nickname is. I don't know.
Garden Gnome?
Could be. He is tiny, isn't he? Isn't he like 5 foot something?
Yeah, he's not a large man.
No.
Very good curler.
Absolutely phenomenal curler, but not a giant. All right, well, that's a steal of 2 for the Stayer Rink over on sheet C, so they're up 5-0 after 2.
And right now, Ian Alexander looking to perform a raise. Looks like they're going to lose it.
Yeah, it's already gone. Well, unless they... No, it's already gone.
Okay.
I mean, it does make that short blue tap a little more finicky, but that's about it. I think he's got a pretty clean... There's a tap for 2, or you might actually be able to kind of rub both of those guards on for 3.
I think if you come with the other turn, actually.
The inside out?
Right.
Yeah.
You could kind of wick it in and spin on the shooter.
I don't know if you spin the shooter on, but you can probably, I think you can, the guard that's on the forefoot, I think if you chip it into the one that's there, you could spin both of those on.
I really think that the shooter could weasel its way in there.
I mean, it's possible. I still like the inside out as opposed to the outside in, because I think it works better for either of those shots.
Well, anyway, the tap attempt is on its way. The line looks really good. The weight looks really good, and I think Bob has got his 2. He may have his 2.
He might, yeah. He didn't.
Now they're going to see.
A little more weight.
I think Joe says yes.
Yeah, that was the path to 3, though. That was almost there.
Holy heck, that was kind of close.
Yeah.
We're taking a look at our action replay here. Get to have the advantage of watching it on the delay. Oh,
man.
You know, just a skosh more weight. I think you were right, partner. You had that lined up better than I did.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you only have to move that one guard, 2.5, 3 inches. You could easily spin the other one on.
So, good shot by Bob Kleinrath to give his team a 2-1 lead after 2 ends. The sounds of beer cans opening in the background is always a good thing.
Yep. And I think Alan Murray just gave up a steal of 2 on sheet A, so Rosemary's now got him 4-0.
He's getting Rosemaried.
He very much is.
Alan a little disappointed with how that went.
Well, it's a long game. Some of them are longer than others, but they're all long. Well, and the Lusitanians gave up another steal on sheet D over there, so they're down 3-0 to Nutmeg Russo.
Lucerarian.
Yeah, them too.
Oh, that's going to be a running theme, isn't it?
You bet your bippy, my good man.
Oh, man. So Lee Alexander looking to throw a corner guard. Gonna get the guard part right.
Oh, it's corner-ish.
Corner-ish?
It's also center-ish.
It's ish?
Yep, it's definitely ish. So are their shirts all the Queen of Hearts?
Yes, they're 4 of a Klein.
Oh.
That's where they're going.
I didn't get that. So then, wait.
Well, Barbara had to explain it to me.
Yeah, no. It was, never mind.
4 of a Kleinrath.
Yeah, no, I get that part. But normally 4 of a kind, like, you get 4 queens, but they're all different.
Different suits, yes.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, well, but
that's what I'm wondering.
It costs more money to get 4 different prints.
Valid point.
I mean, just from a Bonspiel perspective.
No, you're probably right there. It's probably cheaper to get 4 runs of the same shirt.
They're definitely limited as to how much I'm willing to invest in a Bonspiel shirt, because I don't like wearing shirts, Bonspiel shirts at all.
Yeah, no, you're right. And then did she say how they settled on the Queen of Hearts?
It's Dan Pearson here.
Okay. After 1. Poor Ed and Larry and whoever the hell else. Well, they're getting shellacked out there.
It's Ed, Larry,
Eric.
Yeah, Ryan's here.
No, it's not. Yeah, it's not sharp. It's right. And a few others like and some random Phoenix people and that sort of thing. Yes. I don't care what the call is. Just hit. Yeah.
Getting an update on some of our friends that were playing out in the Golden Wrench. Out in Arizona. with that's a really competitive bonspiel right now, with the United States being excluded from the Continental Cup.
Yeah, a lot of the big teams are out there. Schuster, Rohonen, Dunham. Even some of the Canadian teams. I know the Fun Cooey is out there.
Yeah, so right now, our own team of Scott Dunham has a 1-0 lead over John Schuster.
Well, at home, Rich Hess's, I think that was a hit, just kind of got hung outside and kept scooting along right out the back of the house. And Bob calling John the draw and John demanding less ice. You know the rule if you're going to call your own ice.
Oh, you better frickin' make it.
Absolutely.
Now, he's the second, and I go by a hierarchy. The vice gets to have input pretty much at their discretion because they're the vice skip, and that's their role in the team to make sure all the views are out there.
Mm-hmm.
The second gets one challenge.
And he just threw his challenge right out the back of the house.
Right, and if your challenge is correct, you are awarded an additional challenge. The lead has to
throw their damn rocks.
Yes, yeah.
Make sure
throw two, sweep 6, and shut the heck up.
Yeah, pretty much. Which is now a T-shirt, at least at a Triangle Curling Club.
Really? They made that?
Yeah, it says throw 2, and then there's a little box with a check in it. Sweep 6, little box with a check in it, and then beneath it says shut up.
Okay.
And there's a box. I don't remember if there's a check in that box or not. But yeah, so you can buy that T-shirt.
I would just put STFU.
I guess. I don't know, but it's politer to just say shut up.
Yeah. Politeness is overrated.
Well, they're your lead. I mean, in theory, you should be nice to them. They're supposed to throw you guards. Leads are people, too.
People who don't throw guards.
Well, it depends. You could be, automatic Brady over there.
Or Bird. Bird drops almost every guard.
Yeah. You want to jump on the broadcast here?
We're willing to have Ivan Duke as a special guest.
Oh no!
Oh no! You give good insights. Now this hit's going to clear that, and it's going to just clear off the tripping hazard.
Well, there you go. It solves 2 problems.
Got all the words.
Absolutely, indeed.
No, so there you go. There is no check in the shut-up box. See? This is why we have our audience. They tell us what we got wrong.
We have Sharon Duke double fisting. She has a screwdriver or mimosa and a Bloody Mary or Caesar.
That's a lie, by the way.
That's a lie? I see 2 cups in front of you.
Oh.
This is Ivan's.
Oh, that's Ivan's.
It's
Oh,
Ivan's.
you're just watching it.
What do you guys want?
This is supervising. Putting a curler in charge of your drink is literally the definition of fox and henhouse.
So we're going to have some fun this evening. We're going to have some table games here. Craps table and a blackjack table. I'm going to go and pick up a casino van maybe during the next scrape.
I think this might work out pretty well. It's going to get the tap, that's for sure.
It taps it up. It taps it up into the open.
Yeah. Towards the back of the house.
And through the house.
All right.
You hate it when it goes out the back.
Yep. All right, well.
Ian calling for the tap.
Yep.
From Joe Hess.
Just trying to get something in the house. I mean, if she can tap this and keep it in the middle under all those rocks, I'm pretty sure it's going to stay there forever. Please, sir, can I have some more vodka? Oh, wise, benevolent drink god, please bestow my broadcast mate with some extra beverage. Oh, Joe's going to get the tap. And it's going to be right in the top 12.
No.
Drink, please.
I'd like one.
What do you want? Screwdriver?
That's fine.
Oh, I'm good. I'm still working on that one. All right, so we have a rock in the house. And I think now he just wants to, Bob wants to run his own guard, I guess, straight back into that one. Not a bad way to go about it.
Yeah, it's...
I mean, you don't have hammer, so...
Absolutely. And there's a good front end making sure the rock is clean for the skipper. That's the little things that keep a game moving.
Yeah, you fetch your skip's rock, you brush off the bottom of it. If they use some kind of delivery aid, you get it for them. If they need a beer before they throw, you make sure you're holding it there. I mean, everything that a skip could possibly want so they can throw their rock. It's all about their comfort.
I've seen two people bearing food, and I don't know who they are, and that's kind of tough for me here.
I was just thinking the same thing, but they're bringing food, so welcome.
All right, so Bob's rock is away. And
Oh, they're holding
thank you,
it.
Cassie. And
Oh,
they're holding it hard.
It's cutting just a bit much.
It is cutting.
He's going to pick it out. I mean, he might roll on, though. Well, he will roll on.
And roll off.
Oh, and off. Spin back on. Oh, he might have spun back on for a biter, actually.
Those spinners can be really interesting.
Yeah, that little extra, 17th of a rotation just puts you right back on the house.
Hell is that noise?
It's out here. Fire alarm? Next door? It's outside.
Okay.
I just heard the door shut. It went away. This might be the fire alarm next door.
Hey, Bill Reuter is watching us. Don't worry, Bill. I'm safe. I'm not sweeping.
I'm sure Bill was deeply concerned. He seems heavily interested in your welfare. Yeah. So my guess is Ian's just trying to get another one in the house. Either draw under or just tap that one back a little bit. And they're dragging it. And I think this might be pretty good.
Yep.
Dink.
And right up to the top of the button.
Yeah.
Very nice shot. So
The double ain't easy, that's for sure.
and if I'm Bob right now, I don't know if I'm looking at the double.
I'm certainly not.
And we're joined by some of the Chesapeake crew in front of us.
Joined by, ignored by, it's all the same thing.
That's fine.
Yeah. It's better for them that way. Well, I think the Vice is looking at the double.
Talking Bob into it.
Yeah. But I think she's only calling like backline weight, so I don't think they're going to get the double there.
I think Bob just wants to throw the draw.
He wants to draw.
Yeah, like a heavy draw and just kind of push Ian Stone back.
Oh, yeah, I guess you could do that.
There's enough swing for that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you can kind of thread that port with a back four weight-ish kind of shot.
This needs a stir.
Oh, poor Penn. ink with your alcohol.
It's not like it's a fountain pen.
Fair. No, they're on it early. I don't think they're going to get the draw out of it, but they might get rid of one of those rocks.
Or
two, not one. Or none.
Or none.
Eep.
Has to leave an open draw for 3 for Team Alexander.
So he has to do slightly better than tickle the house.
So if he fondles it, it's enough.
Yep, absolutely. That'll get him exactly what he wants. If he just throws the same shot he threw, 2 minutes ago, he'll be all right.
Get out of the middle of the sheet, Butcher. Still walking right down the middle.
Just sauntering around, not a care in the world.
This draw's coming on down. It looks to have enough weight.
They're just going to make sure, but he's got plenty. There you go. It's a 3 spot for the Alexander ring, so that'll make it 4-2.
4-2 after 3 ends. Good shot by the skipper there.
And over on, we have a score update on sheet D. It's now 4-0. Russo just sinking the Lusitania all over again. And sheet C, the stayer rink scored because Bill still has hammer, but I don't know by how much.
To all the Luciferians out there, you can send all your letters to Chris Mahoney.
If anything I've said has offended you this entire time, my name is Dan Pearson.
That's 422 Leadham Street, Apartment B, Checkintown, PA.
Well, you can't give somebody's actual address. My God,
I
man.
think I'm off a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what the house number is or the street or any of that stuff, but
It's the right street.
Fair enough.
Keep knocking on doors, you'll figure it out.
It's just the Eve looking out the window.
Now, Chris, are you included in the Cat Coalition?
There's a cat coalition?
Lindsay's a part of it. I'm a part of it. And so is Jimmy Fannin.
I was going to say, we have 3 cats, so does that automatically
Well, no. When the Dragozans are...
Go away.
Yeah.
Not really. I was there because we were going someplace, so we had to stop there. So I was an add-along in the cat coalition.
Yep.
I'm like the afterthought.
Which, goes to my theory that dogs have masters and cats have staff.
Yep, no, servants, absolutely. No, that's a pretty good split.
Yeah,
2 solid corners.
Absolutely. Now they have something to work with. And Ian's going to ask Lee to throw a center guard again. Taking 4 feet of ice. We're seeing a little less curl today.
Are we?
Unless that's heavy.
I don't think it's really heavy. I mean, it's not a guard, but it's right down to the button.
And on sheet C, it's all stayer all the time.
Ooh, 8-0.
Yep.
Well, again, one good end, and you can tie it right back up.
There's been an 8-ender scored at the Golden Wrench, so it can happen.
We have had one 8-ender here at Bucks County in the Bonspiel.
In a Bonspiel, yes, it's a total of 4 8-enders have occurred here. Joe Phillips has been involved in 2 of them, or it's either Joe or Zach has 2 of them.
I know Zach is involved in at least one of them, so maybe it's him.
Rare to see an 8-ender at a Bonspiel.
Yeah, true.
Rare to see an 8-ender period.
Over on sheet A, Alan Murray scored in the third, so it's 4-1.
Go Philadelphia. I'm willing to make that bold prediction that Philadelphia is going to win that game.
I'd say so.
I used refried beans that I bought in 10 minutes. I didn't use it. If you had purchased refried beans.
You didn't purchase. Mary said she thought you had some, so you used what you had.
That was for chili, yes.
Here,
It wasn't,
okay.
it
All
wasn't,
right. I just
yeah.
wanted to check to make
Yeah, it was for chili. It wasn't
You
for.
just didn't know if it was something.
There is no, yeah, I didn't, yeah.
Thank you.
Well, we had to take a break for some very important bean conversation.
Yep. Everyone should always know where your refried beans are located. Well, that's just going to kind of pop the guard out the back of the house. But it's going to live in that little corner. Oh, no, it touched the sideline. Ian's going to ask Rich to guard that shot in the back of the 4. Well, the handle really came off that one at the end. But still ended up over curling, but in the house. So good outcome.
With sweeping that could have made T-line.
Absolutely.
So we're still holding on. Maybe Irish coffee next.
I'm thinking just regular coffee. You got to mix your uppers and your downers, folks. That's how you stay level all day. And, you know, destroy your heart.
This one is a little bit outside. It's going to make its way past everything. After a little kiss.
Give it just a nice gentle nudge.
That ice sounded like it tasted good.
Crunchy. So what you like out of your ice? Oh, Joe really out there for the guard.
Yeah, it's definitely out there.
I mean, Ian gave her, that was a lot of ice. Well, I think we can successfully say the 3.5-foot port became a 3.25-foot port.
Man, I heard the ice is great from here.
It's not, yeah.
Yep.
A lot of teams are getting bit by lazy handles. We have new rocks this year and pretty aggressively curling ice.
Yeah, you don't give it enough rotation. It'll hang a left without signaling.
Yeah, either over curl or appear to pick. You got to make sure you're firm with your handle.
As you should always be. Firm, but appropriate. Again, trying to throw the guard. And again, a lot of ice. Just way out there at the 12-foot.
Yeah. And that's where he had her lined up. I mean, it
looked like she hit the broom.
I think that line might just have Ian a little flustered.
Yeah, there might be somewhere on the 4-foot line might be one of those. If it stays outside, it hangs. If it comes in, it cuts. And he's just having a hard time figuring out exactly what's what.
Well, let's see if Cape Cod has it figured out. Comes Andrea with a shot.
I think this has a lot of potential to be very good. It's headed right for the button.
Come right on down to it. It's back house weight.
Yeah. There you go.
And now at least Cape Cod sitting one. Swing dog working hard in the kitchen. So Ian Alexander looking to make a hit here. A little bit narrow, but they're on it right away. So can they hold it? Rich Hess, Lee Alexander.
Trying hard.
Trying hard. Got to brush it hard. Got to brush it real hard to get there.
It's already on
and
the
it's
front
going to be on the guard. Split their own, roll open. So let's see what Bob's going to do with his first. See lots of Bloody Marys being consumed around the ice shed.
Yeah, there's a lot of cups of red.
They may be Marys, they may be Caesars.
Well, you know.
But we have no tequila, so no Maria.
Yeah. What else do you drink in the morning but vodka? Well, and the Laufa rink just scored over on sheet C. I'm not sure if it was 1 or 2, but.
Well, good for them.
Yeah. There's a lot of horseradish at the bottom of this glass. Holy crap.
I guess they're still on the finest called the Ocean Spray Bloody Mary mix. It's a lot thicker.
Right.
It's thicker, and it contains actually some grapefruit juice and some cranberry juice, which can be found in, I'm going to give it to you, Central Jersey.
Nice. There you go.
Problem with that is you go and buy it online on like Amazon. It's not in the store.
Yeah, I'd buy it for home, but I don't drink them enough.
That or Cisco. I'll get you a bottle for your birthday.
Oh, thanks.
When the hell is that?
August.
Oh.
You got all kinds of time.
Okay.
To either do it or forget.
Well, we can prime you a bottle right now. Least I can do. It literally is about the least I can do.
Oh, believe me, nothing is the least you can do. It was a pretty good draw there from Bob. Right to the top of the 4-foot. I mean, it's going to give Ian the open hit on current shot rock. Or he could just draw down to it, which I think is what he's calling for. So sheets C and D are currently in the 5th end. They haven't hung their scores yet, so we have no updates at the moment. Sheets A and B still in the 4th. Coming up on the time when they should be finishing. We're about at the hour mark. So if they want to play a proper 8-end game, they're going to need to get the last few shots off in the next, about a minute. And the end shot coming down. If the Supers can drag it far enough, this is going to be really good.
They got to go hard out, but it's light.
I don't think it's quite going to get there. I mean, it makes Bob's draw harder because he can't just kind of put one in right where he can't throw the same shot he just threw, but he still has that hit on that kind of inside-out play on that rock, Ian's rock sitting there in the 4-foot. And the Vice looks like she's calling for a guard, but I wouldn't throw a guard with Hammer. I mean, I'm old-fashioned, but, you know. That's me. The Lusitania sinks 2 more. It's 6-0 halfway through that game.
Oh my goodness.
Man. The Russos, no mercy. Well, Bob and his Vice are really debating this shot. And I don't know exactly what the call is, and I'm not sure I like it. Maybe, no, maybe he is trying to go across to that red one. Oh, it was a heck of a try by Rosemary over there on sheet A. She gave up the steal, but it's 1 instead of 2. So Alan Murray's only down 4-2 now, halfway through that game. They're still debating this shot here on sheet B. They're eating into that 5-minute cushion that they're given.
They certainly are.
Yeah, they're about 2 minutes into it now and only halfway through the game. But other than this shot, they've been playing a pretty good pace, so hopefully it doesn't negatively impact them. No, I think you're going to have to go. You're going to have to go real hard on that one because there's not a lot of weight behind it.
Yeah, so all that, we have the same outcome.
Oh, no, don't sweep it. Let it go by. Let it go by. You don't want to chip it over. All right, so it's halfway through the game, tied at 4.
That's a great game.
Yeah, I'd say so.
So with that, I think we should have some of our favorite halftime snack. Vodka.
I seem to have broken mine. That's okay.
Made the fafa noise.
Oh.
with a nice Chianti. Bonspiel weekends just end up being one big blur.
Yeah, I keep forgetting it's Saturday. Essentially, you know, you've been here since Thursday evening or Thursday afternoon. The next thing you know, you wake up and it's Monday and you have to go back to work.
So calling for the corner guard here.
Well, getting the draw behind, actually. It's going to poke out a bit the other side, but
Not so
it's
bad.
pretty good.
Not so bad. Bob asking for a center guard from Barbara. That's going to be a good guard.
I'd say so.
Ian's asking his better half to split the house.
Nope.
Really does look like Paul.
Seriously, right? Right down to the red hat. I mean, it's not Wisconsin, but still.
Looks a touch toasty.
Oh, I mean, it's not bad. Just back four.
So Bob Kleinrath has some optionality here.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know that I like chasing the one that's behind the tee line. It's, you know, you can get rid of that top one and roll under. Wouldn't be so bad.
I think that'd probably be the more ideal shot.
That's true.
Oh,
Oh, no.
no, we're just changing handles.
Yeah, still chasing it just from the other direction.
So from Arizona, that's a fine old 10-1 Tyler Tardy over Ed Schemia.
Did they play like 3 ends?
4.
Oh, okay.
John Schuster is now 2-1 over Scott Dunham. That's after 2. Or 3, rather. We have multiple streams going on right now. And the Continental Cup, the United States is still not there.
Nope. But we have the team mixed at the moment.
Kevin the Chisler Cooey. Back here at home, it's 2 for Ian Alexander right now. Rich trying to add a third to that.
Yeah. Line's looking pretty good.
They got to hurry.
Yeah. Oh, nope. Just crossed over. It's just a little light and just kind of took off.
The ice is fun to play on, but it's unforgiving.
That is true.
Really puts a premium on your shot making, your alignment. Oh, John, you already used your challenge.
Is he calling ice again for himself?
Yep.
Well, I mean, the good news for Bob is that he's got 2 rocks up in the top of the house, so they can always go backwards. Ian calling, thinking the draw.
Okay, ask Rich's opinion. Rich wants to hit it. So here we go.
Not a lot of handle, but I think it's going to coast right to nose.
Nicely done.
Well shot, sir.
My phone has like changed its notification,
Oh,
and I haven't figured out how or that happened.
I don't know. I just heard random pinging and went, "Ooh."
And I still really don't know how to work that thing.
Technology, it's a bitch.
I want a rotary phone.
Those bricks are tough to carry around. You got to get long cord to attach it to the wall.
Growing up, I'd go to my mom's girlfriend's house. She'd come and visit her friend.
Right.
And they still had the phone on the table in the end of the hallway with a chair there.
Oh, yeah.
And then you had the kitchen phone. The kitchen phone had what, like about a 20-foot cord on it.
Well, yeah, that was the one you could always, take out of the room, or you could be making a stew on the stove and chat
Yeah.
at the same time. Yeah. Not that I made a lot of stews, but you got the idea.
Somebody could.
Somebody could. Somebody did. It just wasn't me. Well, trading takeouts, and now I think Joe Hess is just drawing. Ooh, and she's going to get behind. The question is just how far. Too far.
She got all the way behind.
Yeah, she did. Right out the other side.
Gets them tight.
Thank you. They're applauding something. I just don't know what it is.
I imagine something just could happen.
I'm guessing watching the Dunham-Schuster game.
Yes.
Although the fisheye lens kind of gives me a bit of a headache. Well, back here at home, Bob's going to tap that Rich Hess rock right out the back of the house. So once again, he's got 2 in the front there. Neither one of them is counting for anything at the moment, but they both have potential.
Well, let's go to one of our sideline reporters. Cassie, what's the score up to? Whenever you're up to the score.
Oh, well, Daniel Lawfer is at a spiel.
Okay.
And we are currently down 5-2 after the fourth.
All right.
We are watching Arizona.
Okay.
Scott Dunham. No.
And the warm room goes bananas. The Sherpa is getting shoes.
Unfortunately, our friend Ed Simia at a nutmeg is
Ed Simi has had seen better days.
Yeah,
He's had a bad morning. The good news is he is on the board.
Well, he gets to go out and get some sun, but he's going to have to be careful, though.
Arizona's beautiful this time of year.
It is.
Ed is not the most tan individual, though.
No, Ed would get a sunburn on a full moon.
He's very reflective.
We're essentially watching our game, the Continental Cup, paying attention to the juniors game in Canada, and the Golden Wrench in Arizona.
There's a lot of
It
curling.
is all about curling right now. But the most exciting game is Kleinrath versus Alexander.
Yep, here on sheet B. Hey, Lusitania fired back. 6-4 over there on sheet D. It's a ball game.
2 for Cape Cod, Luciferian. So, we got Bob throwing a little hit here. Going after that same stone he went after before.
Yep. I mean, I don't mind it if you can get it and kind of roll in. I prefer the tap, but at least getting rid of a red rock is better than nothing.
I think you got to sweep.
I would agree. No, maybe not.
They're playing a raise. I hear it's got a curl.
No,
Yeah, the raise
they
is
are
the
playing
call.
the raise. I like that. I mean,
And
you gotta sweep that.
not enough. You never do that.
yeah, I don't think that was quite enough to outcount the 1. But, I mean, it opens up that back rock. You can at least hit it. Just needed to come back another, I don't know, 3 inches or so, and that's pretty good.
Just another 3 inches.
Yeah. The Dave Schmel story. Sheet A has 7 rocks either in or touching the 4-foot at the moment, I think. Not that you people at home can see that. And I think Ian's just going to try and guard that one in the back of the house there.
It makes sense. He guarded the draw path more than anything else.
True. It's kind of 2 birds, 1 stone, no pun intended. All right, small pun intended. Oh, it's taking off a little bit on him, though.
Just ask for over and up, and it's over and up.
Yeah. But, I mean, if Bob wants, I mean, well, he could either draw or he could chase that back road one.
Well, you know,
both shots are still there, I think.
Yeah, you know, it's whatever floats your boat at this point.
I'd agree.
As long as it doesn't sink your ship.
No, hey, the Lusitania is still afloat over there. History does not have to repeat itself.
Had to lay that one up for you.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much. I've got one joke. I'm leaning hard into it. I mean, if I could work a U-boat reference in here, that'd be perfect.
Well, at some, you know, at some curling clubs they have Das Boot Cleaner.
True.
So here's Bob with his last.
They're swimming it hard.
They're past everything. Now it's all about the weight.
Go, 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 go. Oh, look at that. Great draw by Bob.
There you go. Very nice draw by Bob Kleinrath from Cape Cod.
That was gosh darn near perfect.
He has himself sitting one, and now Ian Alexander.
He's got to chase it a bit.
Yeah, it looks like he's throwing a very moderate weight.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to chase it with a metric. Well, you don't have to chase it with a ton.
Yeah, it's still early, Chris. Let's not go there yet.
Yeah, no. So, I mean, you can just kind of hack weight this.
Well, here we go.
Sweeper's panicking at the jump. I think it looks.
A very emphatic whoa from Ian.
There's a lot of yelling going back and forth. It's going to catch it, but enough? Oh, enough.
And
Wow.
it's going to be good enough for two.
That's a gem. Great shot by Ian.
Ian's pissed off they didn't get the three. But two is not bad.
No, and just enough time to probably squeeze this sixth in to be able to play eight.
It's going to be really close.
It is, but that's what you get for playing slow. But, I mean, you can do it. A 15-minute pace. They're only 15 seconds behind that. All right, 30 seconds behind that. Well, and a score update on sheet C. The Stayer Rink scored 1 in the 5th, so they're up 9-2 in the 6th. Laufer sitting 2, though, and threatening, so game could get a little tighter any moment now.
All tied up on sheet A between Alan Mary and Rosie Morgan.
Yeah, he did steal 2 in the 5th to make it tied at 4.
Yes, on my team. Yes, we've met. Yeah. Sit around for another. There you go.
Cool, means I can get the band.
I think he was signed up, so I think it's me and him and Dan and Tim.
Was he? Hang on a second.
I think so.
No.
Oh, he wasn't? Oh, he was signed up for something. Maybe he signed up for later. He's just here early.
Yeah, so that's extra. That's good.
Works for me. So Dan and Tim and me and Dan and Tim and me. All right, that works. Oh, and Laufer maybe.
Yeah, so we'll want to go and get the equipment for our Casino Royale night. It'll be a lot of fun.
Casino games are fun and cool.
Absolutely.
Well, Lee put up the center guard. Now round 2. Either throwing another center guard or drawing behind, depending upon what the weight is.
Well, they're going to get the raise here.
Oh, that's easy too.
And what you saw there was actually interesting for maybe newer curlers. When you throw a raise, the stone that you raise takes the opposite handle from the one that struck it. So that actually caused that stone to, in that 10 feet it traveled, to curl a good 6 or 7 inches.
Back under the guard.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, because with that angle, it would have poked it out the side, but since it had the opportunity to curl, it just curled right back under.
Little things that you pay attention to and watch for, and
you say things like that in our broadcast, and gosh darn it, people out there think you know what you're talking about.
they certainly do.
Unless they've really been listening to us since 8 in the morning, and then they know we're full of bull hockey. Although, oh, we're back into the single digits. Man,
Yeah.
we're not holding viewers.
Well, you know, if you can't dazzle them with brilliance, you have to baffle them with bullcrap.
Exactly. We seem to be doing neither.
Up to 9.
Hey, there you go. Tell your friends. We'll be doing this on and off all day.
We're trending.
Well, that's going to come down. Is it going to get quite enough of nose?
Is it going to jam? It jams.
Not bad.
That had Smucker's written all over it.
Yeah. It was pretty close. I mean, it did the job. It got it off the forefoot.
And Julie Tomato Salad has a tomato salad.
Well, she's living up to her name. Yeah, it is nice. The Bloody Mary does give you the fruits and vegetables that you need to get through your day. And the vodka that you need to get through your day. Well, let's see. Is this going to come back quite enough?
This has to curl up just a touch.
It's going to do pretty. It's not going to jam at least. Oh, never mind. Kiss of death.
The old announcer's curse.
Yeah, I should have just kept my big fat mouth shut. But alas, if I could do that, I wouldn't be sitting here talking to you.
Yes, I tried to enter this bonspiel, but I was informed that only my liver was eligible.
And even then, it's mostly preserved, so it'll still be able to play this bonspiel in another 50 years. All right, so once again, hit the rock on the corner of the forefoot. This time it's Rich's turn, and this time I'm almost positive that's not going to jam on something. Hey, I was right once.
Jammed in the barn.
Shut your mouth.
Jimmy Fenton acting all cool because he's halfway through a bonspiel thinking everything's working out.
Yeah.
Quick leg knocking on particle board. He's doing noble work.
Better him than me. That's all I have to fucking say. Oh, damn it.
Hit the dump button, hit the dump button.
Ah, shit, I swore. I'm impressed I made it this far, to be honest with you. Sorry for all of you listening at home who don't know what those words mean. Just ask your parents.
Nice hit and
Wow.
roll under.
That was a peach.
Absolutely, absolutely beautiful shot there by Joe Hess.
Yeah, perfectly rolled back under cover. Now we're going to play Take the Guard Off.
Great shot by the pot smoking hippie.
We have shakes over on sheet C. Bucks beats Bucks. So Stayer moves on to the C event, and Laufer, team 3 and out, is 3 and out. Oh, no, it's the B event. I'm sorry, not the C event. They're still lauded, but It sounds better to be in the B event. Means you won, at least one. Anyway, handshakes and hugs all around.
We do have a period of ice maintenance after this draw. Be back with you around 1 o'clock.
Yeah. Well, luckily it's only 11:40, so we still have plenty of time. I think, all right, so sheet D is moving on to the 7th end, so they'll definitely play 8 if they should so choose. And sheets A and B still have to finish the 6th end in the next 6 minutes and 15 seconds if they want to play all 8 ends.
It looks like that was a shot fired against the Lusitania.
I think it was a broadside of 3 right through the hole. The Lusitania has taken on water, as I believe they're down 9-4 now. And it's sad because this is a lout game for Lusitania, so they will have sunk after this is over if they don't come back.
Now would be appropriate time to do a who's on first routine.
With the Lusitania? Or are we just going to go with what's on second?
Who?
I don't know who's on third. No, who? That's who we're talking about.
What?
No, he's on second.
So when you cut out the money, who gets it?
Who?
The money.
Who?
What?
No, he's on second.
Ah, third base.
No, you have to say I don't know. That
I don't know.
Third base.
Yeah. Third base.
Today's pitch into tomorrow. I bring out a left-handed batter. Well, then I bring out the right-handed pitcher. Well, then I pitch hit with a right-handed batter. Well, then I put in the left-handed pitcher. Where are you getting all these left-handed pitchers from? The same place you're getting all those right-handed batters. And Ian's, I think, no, that's a guard. That's not going to come down to it. That's pretty good. Ian just protecting his 2-shot rocks. 4 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock now for 3 rocks to get delivered. Hopefully they're all paying attention to the clock. And will act in an expeditious manner. Well, calling a draw for Bob, it looks like. Trying to get behind there, a little daylight in the forefoot, perhaps the button.
Bob, Bob, Bo, Bob.
Vice reminding him where he's supposed to put the rock. Always helpful.
And also reminding him of the handle, because I'm sure he didn't know that.
It's possible. I mean, again, this is a senior spiel. You don't know what people know or don't know.
What's that?
Or can recall.
What?
I don't know. Is it dinner time yet? It's noon. I've already been up for 9 hours.
Pass the Metamucil.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't even want to know, Jim.
Oh, look at this draw. Oh, Bob.
Oh, that's
Wow.
a pistol.
What about Bob, indeed?
Fantastic. Great shot.
Right
Take
there.
it out.
Put it right on the corner of the pin.
Yeah, good shot by Bob Kleinrath there.
And it puts the ball in Ian's court.
Yep, and Ian is going to say, I'm going to take my ball and leave.
Well, actually, he's going to try and take his ball and make Bob leave.
Yeah, you know, something, whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. Other good commentating euphemisms. All right, so Rosemary over on sheet A has 1 rock left and 2 minutes and 30 seconds to throw it, so I think she's going to be okay. She's
And
also sitting 2 and drawing for 3, so she's going to be gosh darn fine.
All right, so here comes that final stone from Ian Alexander.
Oh, no, they
It
didn't.
looks just a touch outside, but they do finish hard. And here it comes now. Will it track over far enough? Will it get there? Oh, no.
It did not. He just hung it outside a bit. So Bob's got to hurry up and draw for his deuce. Oh, look at that. Smart play. He's already down there. I don't know what kind of broom she's giving him. But no, don't throw the guard. Just throw another one.
It's hammer.
Just draw right in. No, don't go the other way. What are you doing?
Well, no. This I don't mind drawing the other way.
I guess. So, yeah,
Because this way you're going to do no harm.
Yeah, you can't knock yourself out, I guess. That's fair.
No.
That's true. Oh, that came through the microphone clear as gosh darn day.
Hello, Moto.
Rosemary draws for 3 over on sheet A, so now she's up Alan Mary 7-4 after 6 ends.
That was just a car driving down my street.
Well, that's good to know. All right.
They got to go. Got to hurry. Got to hurry. This has been a less played side.
It's bleeding off and cutting hard. They're already on the guard, I think. And he's only going to get his 1, but down by 1, and they got plenty of time to play 8.
Yes, they do.
Yep.
So a good game that we're watching here. Do you know, Chris, that the Battleship New Jersey, from its mooring location, could actually strike us?
Could it now?
Yep.
Well, hopefully it decides not to.
That's the range of those 16-inch guns. About 22. About 22, and if they induce the list, they can get up to about 25, 27. And so basically throwing a Volkswagen Beetle 27 miles. Yeah.
All right, Bob's first rock is half in the house. So Ian's going to make a play on it.
I show people the ship. Yeah, look at my house. Battleship 62.
Not quite. It's coming down to it, though. It's definitely going to get it. Oh, look at that. And a little roll off to the side. Oh, great shot.
And it leaves a guard.
It does leave a guard. You can't touch that, Bob.
Whoa.
What the hell was that?
Whoa.
Oh. Fair enough.
Can't touch this.
Fair enough. I was a little slow to pick up on the hammer reference.
I thought you'd pick that up right away, buddy.
Sorry. I was a little slow on that one. I thought it was a little more of like, you know, for the longest time, you were like, whoa, whoa, you know, that kind of thing. That's where I got lost. I didn't really get the reference.
Whoa,
But now that I know what you were going for.
For the longest time.
Whoa, for the longest.
If you said goodbye to me last night, there would still be music left to ride. What else could I do? I'm so inspired by you. That hasn't happened for the longest time. That's enough of that.
How many viewers have we just lost?
Actually, we're up to 12.
Wow. There are a lot of tone-deaf people listening to Bucks County Curling today. There is a little bit of a delay, so that sound is going to get to them in a moment, and then I'm sure they're all going to shut their computers down and go outside and do something else.
Up to 13.
We've inspired a whole bunch of group of adults to go outside and play.
Play 60, sponsored by the NFL.
As opposed to Drink 60, sponsored by the Bucks County Curling Club.
L'chaim.
All right. Here we go, John, trying to draw behind.
John having a flirtatious relationship with the hog line there.
Yes. They're getting dangerously close to each other. Oh, this might get behind.
Yes, it will.
Look at that. Wow.
Going to
Great
get
shot.
all the way onto the forefoot. Very nice.
That was a fabulous team shot. Great throw, great sweep.
You know what? In fairness, it was only a passing affair.
It's, you know, like Amish dancing. You're allowed. You got to keep Jesus between you.
You have to leave room for the Holy Spirit.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, Rachel.
Oh, Rachel? All right, Rich just kind of rubs the guard over, which at least exposes the shot rock.
Not a guard, I heard.
Was he? He was supposed to throw a guard, if I'm not mistaken. But I think
Yes, yeah, and the front end said not a guard.
No, definitely not a guard. But actually a pretty good shot if that goes as far enough, and I think it will. That was a great shot.
Shove it right on through there.
Definitely not a guard, though. They were right. It's a good audible by the sweepers to let the skip know, hey, we got to move down to plan F.
And you know what, front ends out there listening, just give the skips some information. Whether you're right or wrong, say something.
And preferably be right.
But, you know, the skips are, you know, we're standing 120 feet away from you.
And if you're going to be wrong consistently in the same direction, so that way we can do the math.
Math is hard.
That's true. All right. Well, it gets rid of the one and kind of rolls out the other side. All right. Well, now he wants a guard. Or, well, something into the 12 foot, I guess. Anything in front of that shot rock to kind of keep it alive.
On it right away, right out of her hand.
Oh, yeah. So far holding it pretty well.
Keep sweeping, team.
Don't give up now.
Keep sweeping. You got a dandy. I drop it now. There.
Yeah.
Good line call.
It's like they heard you from there.
Oh, if it had just gotten a little kiss, it would have been.
Yeah, it just needed to kind of catch that rock. It overcurled by 4 inches or so, but Ian's going to call Joe for some backline weight.
Yeah, looking for backline weight here, yeah.
Yep.
the construction next door. That's the noise.
Fair enough. That was a pretty good shot by Joe.
Really good shot.
Yep. I mean, at this point, Bob can kind of hit and roll that away, or roll it under, I should say, excuse me.
That's the call that's being made.
Yeah, or I mean, even nose isn't so bad.
Yep.
It's a very hard double, and you would keep them out of the forefoot pretty much.
Yeah, try and stick it under.
Yep.
They're on it hard. They're trying to hold it.
They're trying real hard. If they get a thin wick, it might actually redirect back into it, but they just couldn't.
Oh.
I didn't know you could do that.
That is, they made 3 field goals at once. That has to be 9 points.
Yeah, no, let's add a few to the board for that one. The degree of difficulty on that shot was incredible.
Yeah, it's worth at least 9.
Yeah.
And
even the French judge gave him a 7.
yeah.
And that guy's a dick.
Yeah, he surrendered.
Yeah, exactly.
So, handshakes on sheet D.
Well, we're halfway home.
Giuseppe Russo from Nutmeg.
Sinks the Lusitania.
Yes, he does.
Yeah. History does repeat itself. I mean, we got time. It's not even noon. But with only, I guess with only 4 guys, probably good. Yeah. Yeah, I'll probably abandon you after this end.
So congratulations to them. They'll continue on in their rat race of a drill.
That's only the B event. It's not, well, I don't know. The B event could be rather rat racy in this spiel. I'm not sure.
The C is a little bit more.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's see here. We're coordinating the ice crew here for the next scrape. Which is occurring after this drill. Performing ice maintenance after every 2 draws.
Because that's how much we care.
We do.
We do. We care a lot. All right, looks like Bob's going to try for the double.
What about Bob?
That's what I just said. Bob's going to try for the double.
Okay.
How many other Bob movies are there? I mean, there's got to be some, right? Is there like a Bob Cratchit biopic? I don't know. Bob's waving his stone off. He doesn't have a whole lot of faith that it's going to come back. And apparently he was right. Well, Silent Bob doesn't count. Ooh, there's something called Bob Movie that came out in 2013.
Yeah, we had Jay and Silent Bob.
Oh, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. Yep, that's true. All right. I'm going to go do something else.
All right, Chris, thanks for joining us. So my partner's out there to coordinate the next scrape. And thanks to the folks who came in on the Dawn Patrol. We had Paul Gibson and Paul Sweeney. my partner and myself. Try and drag this guard across. It's over. So now Bob Kleinrath is staring at this and probably not too thrilled with what he sees. If he can find a way to get to the stone just outside the 4-foot, he could push the shot rock through and sit one on the side. The real question is how to get there with enough weight. Now, you could run the two blues. You could run the two blues in to the reds, but that's a tall order too. So what does the Cape Cod Peanut Gallery think goes here?
Well, I think you should throw it away, give up one, and then play the 8th.
Probably not a bad idea. Probably help keep us on schedule too.
Are you worried about schedules?
Our good friend Mike from Cape Cod watching his clubmates. You guys had a good game this morning?
Yes, we did. It's a shame your cameras can't switch over to the other sheet.
Oh, that was a very good game. We really enjoyed watching it play that game against Nutmeg. And it came down all the way to the end.
Last rock. Yep. Just the last rock. That's all it took.
So here we have Bob Kleinrath. Oh, and that's way light. That's a million miles light. They're sweeping it coast to coast, and I am shocked they're getting it this far. Whew. That was a great brushing job. Now, he may have just given Ian Alexander a second point. It's really close. That's going to be a measure for sure. We'll have to send out wow, that's really close. So I think Ian Alexander is going to throw backline weight here, a little bit of a jostle to make sure he's two. Now it takes a curl. It's cutting hard. Going to come right up to the nose. It's going to wriggle it around, and it did not move that top stone. They were dead frozen. So it is still, that's still a measure for two. It's one for sure, and they're going to go get the stick. Usually on our overhead, I can give you a pretty decent guess, but I got nothing for you guys. That's as tight as they come. So we're taking bets in the warm room here. Lunch is ready. There you go. That's fantastic. For lunch today, the Bucks County Curling Club, we have a taco bar. So that combined with the chili from the other night should provide some explosive results. All right, so they're putting the stick to it. That's our more sensitive of measuring devices. That one measures to the thousandth of an inch. The other one goes to hundredths. They got the reading in the first, coming around to the second. Oh, buddy, that's close. I think it's red. And I think that's the indication. So a score 2, I believe. That was close for damn sure. And it likely was a score 2 because Ian Alexander calls his first stone to be thrown through. Don't want rocks in play if you have the lead. So after lead rocks, we have the Alexander rock in the house, and he's pointing out to Rich that the blue rock belonging to Cape Cod is still in the free guard zone. So he has to be careful to not remove it while making the takeout. You can utilize it, but the blue rock has to stay in play. And I think it will. Good shot. Try to wrap one around there, just wrecked in the guard, a little bit light, but still another guard in play. That's a good thing. But now we cleared the 5 rock rule and they're able to remove stones. And that's exactly what Ian Alexander has in mind. That removes one of the danger rocks. Now Bob needs to steal 3 here, so. An update from Arizona. Our own Scott Dunham has a 4-2 lead over John Schuster after 7 ends. Joe looking to remove the blue stone here by way of using her own red. Mission accomplished. They're going to start running into a math issue. I'm okay. So more cleanup here for Joe Hess. Removes one blue stone that now math a real issue. There's 4 blue stones available and 3 of them have to count. It's a nice draw here. Just has to be in play. And they're still alive, but that's kind of an issue because it's out counted by 2 rocks and you have to find a way to remove them. And Ian calling for the hack weight hit, and that will be a game over. Ice crew hard at work starting the midday scrape. First of 2 scheduled for the midday. Joke on the line, Lee and Rich on the brush. They sneak right on past it, and they're gonna make that takeout beautifully. So we got to draw one under, then you have to find a way to split them on and make them all count. Godspeed, Bob. And with that, we have handshakes. So for my good friend, Chris Mahoney, who's out there scraping the ice, I'm Dave Schmel. We'll check it back in with you in just a little bit. Thanks for watching. And coming back with you for a moment, we have a update over on sheet A. Alan Mary just drew for 4 on Rosemary Morgan, so we're going to have skip rocks. So Alan will have to throw the first stone. Skip stones on the way between Alan Mary and Rosemary Morgan. Alan Mary throwing first. Sorry, we can't move the cameras here. Had to deal with the radio play-by-play. John Senior, Nancy Kimmons watching as it comes down. Across the near hog line now with a decent pace. They are on it hard. On it hard. They watched it possibly a bit too long, and it will be fairly good. It is a quarter into the 4-foot. Co-chair Jim Fannon's out there. He's going to take a measurement on it. We have had an extraordinary number of skip rocks delivered in this bonspiel, which makes me very thankful that we didn't have an extra end as a rule. Or else we may still be playing from Thursday. All right, they grabbed the measurement. It's on there, it's locked down. The measuring device comes off. And Rosemary Morgan. Five-time senior national champion, 3-time bronze medal at Worlds. We'll take her shot. She needs full 4-foot. Holding the broom will be Arthur Wilson. And Rosie's away. She throws the end turn. Now the front end's on it. It comes over the near delivery line. Looks to be very close. The weight appears to be there. It needs to settle in. Will it settle in? It will not. It goes through. And that'll be a victory for Alan Mary on Skip Rocks. So congratulations to Team Alan Mary. Alan, Lisa, John, and Nancy, they'll continue on. And that's the end of the road for Team Morgan this weekend. And that will conclude our coverage right now. We'll see you in a little bit.